Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I have seen a lot of people doing 2023 perfume year in reviews, and so I thought I would jump on the bandwagon. Today I'm going to take you through all of the perfumes that I bought in 2023. Well, at least all of the full bottles. This is only full bottles, no decants, no samples, no discovery sets. And I'm going to show them all to you, and I'm going to try to do it as quickly as possible. So if you're ready, here we go. Okay, the first thing I bought this year was Rose Absolue by Goutal. This is a really wonderful, just straight red rose. To me, it smells like red roses and baby's breath at the florist. It's super romantic. It's very French. It's extremely representative of how I feel about Goutal, and I just love it. Then I bought this vintage bottle of CKB by Calvin Klein, which was my signature scent in college, and I mostly just bought it for nostalgia purposes, and I haven't really even worn it at all since. It's not all that great, but it does remind me of a really wonderful period of time in my life, and becoming an adult, and fresh laundry, and I don't know, just general nostalgia. I'll always have this in my collection just for that. Okay, and then I was on a rose kick and I bought Rose de Taif by Perris Monte Carlo. This is just an excellent bright pink electric rose geranium lemon scent with some frothy musk in the base. It's excellent. It's the only thing I want to wear when it gets really hot outside, like 100 degrees. I absolutely would reach for this. It's so fresh and bright, zingy, refreshing. It's just brilliant. I think everybody should try it. It's Rose de Taif. All right, and then I bought Hippie Rose by Heeley. This is an excellent, comforting, kind of like boho chic rose, patchouli, incense, vetiver fragrance. It's a tiny bit dirty, but for the most part, it feels like super refreshing. It's dewy. It's very springtime to me. I wear it a lot in the winter and spring. I mean, California winter and spring, but still. It reminds me of Venice Beach and kind of just like, I don't know, it's silly to say casual elegance, but that's kind of what it gives me. So a very good purchase. Then I went on a big Labo kick. So the first Labo that I bought was Labdanum 18. This is the only 100 ml bottle that I have, and it was a poor choice because this fragrance is nuclear. You only need like 2 or 3 sprays and it lasts forever and ever until you wash it off. It is very old school. It's camphorous. It's medicinal, but it's also warm and vanillic and cinnamony and resinous, and it reminds me of the 40s and like starched clothes and, strict code of etiquette. And I don't know, it's so complex. I love it. I don't wear it enough, but I have been getting a lot of use out of it lately. So a very good first buy from the Labo. The next one that I bought from the Labo was Fleur d'Oranger 27, and this was like the number 2 that I liked out of the Discovery set, and I went out and bought it very shortly after I bought Labdanum 18. This is, to me, orange blossom, but also oranges, lemon, like a lemon sorbet kind of deal, sweetness with citric stuff, and then a vetiver blonde woods kind of base. It's so easy to wear. This is the only perfume that I took on a 2-week trip to France this year, and I wore it then. I wore it all summer. I wore the shit out of this perfume. I just love it, and I randomly have the Labo sent me there's kind of a misunderstanding. So I have a free backup bottle of this and couldn't be happier. At some point, I got this one, which is Escale in Haiti by Les Indemodables. A wonderful vetiver scent. It reminds me of crisp mountain air and also like crisp dollar bills. It's dry. It's got myrrh. It's kind of minty. It has this really nice buttery tonka in the far deep dry down. It lasts for like 24 hours, even though it's supposed to be an eau de cologne. I don't pull for it as much as I should, but I wore it the other day to the office and I was just stunned. I couldn't stop smelling myself. It was so fabulous, and I absolutely have to wear it more. I have to bring it to the front of the tray because this stuff is excellent. Okay, then from a discounter on eBay, I got this bottle, which is 15 mils of Lee 41 by Labo, which is a very like blindingly white floral. It's mostly tuberose, but there's also jasmine and I want to say ylang. It's got a really, really beautiful transparent vanilla in there and some warm woods in the base. It is the kind of thing that I'd picture the prettiest girl in your school wearing. And, that's not me, but I wore it a lot to the beach. And so I actually put a fairly good dent in this because, as you know, not my style as it might be, it has this nice, undercurrent of beachiness about it. So I did get a lot of use out of it this year. And I'm very happy to still have it in my collection. Then I bought another 13, which has been a workhorse for me. I wear it to the office all the time. It's jasmine, ambroxan, isoe super, pear, ambrette, moss. It's super mossy. I love this perfume. It gets it's a compliment monster. It's also very, very powerful. I've used it a lot, and maybe you can tell by the dent, maybe you can't. I feel like I've worn it twice as much as this dent indicates because it is just such an easy grab and go, no nonsense kind of perfume. You can't go wrong with it. I'll always have a bottle of it in my collection. All right, and the last full bottle that I bought from the Labo was also from a discounter. This is Iris 39, and I crocheted around this bottle, which is why it looks weird. But this is a magnificent Iris Chypre. To me, it's all about patchouli. It's sweet, it's mossy, it's woody, it's like borderline gourmand sometimes. It's always or often very animalic on my skin. It's exciting. It reminds me of like a neon colored Chanel. It's just so interesting. It changes every single time that I wear it, and it's now discontinued. But apparently, you can still get it at stores if they have it on hand. So if you're interested to try it, I would suggest doing it soon because it is now officially discontinued. Anyway, a big love. I love all my Labos, but whatever one I'm holding at the moment is the one that I love the most. Okay, this one is almost certainly out of order because I remember wearing it in the spring. But this is Cartier's Le 13e Heure, number 13. I just made a video about this one. I can't say enough positive things about this fragrance. I'm obsessed with this fragrance. This fragrance is amazing. You should buy this fragrance. You should get your hands on this fragrance at any cost. People need to be talking about this fragrance. It's leathery, it's birch tar, it's patchouli, iris, and vanilla, bergamot. It smells like a Halloween hayride to me. It's so creative, and nobody ever talks about it, and I love it, and I'm so happy that I have it. Okay, the next one's the only full bottle that I bought when I was in France. This is L'Eau à la Rose by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. It is lychee and rose, and I don't know, it's super dewy, fresh, laundry muss, but I put it on and I just feel like ready to take on any small errand. This is like my grocery shopping perfume. It's really easy to grab and go. It's, I don't know, it's just super refreshing. Does great in hot weather. I wore it a lot this summer. I mean, I guess these bottles are only, I think, 35 mil, but I'm almost halfway done with it. It's just so easy and it smells so good. And it really does like project and last as well. So I love L'Eau à la Rose. Okay, the next two I bought on the same day in New York City. This is the long discontinued, somewhat unicorny Narciso Rodriguez for him, the Eau de Parfum. This is a 50 ml. This is very hard for me to describe. I guess mostly it's a patchouli, but it's ozonic, and the more I wear it, the more I get like a solar accord from it. It's super dry, but at the same time, it's very sweet. It's a fougere, it's super abstract, and sometimes when I wear it, I feel like I am drowning, but in the very best way. Love this stuff. And I also have the EDT. Oh god, this bottle is a fingerprint magnet, but this is just an incredible, actually a Francis Kurkdjian creation. It's fougere, it's got some violet leaf and patchouli, and it smells very, very manly, but soft and like concrete and like water and like dry cleaning chemicals. and it just has to be smelled to be believed. I'm so glad that I have this ginormous bottle because it's discontinued, and it shouldn't be. It's the best thing that this house has ever come out with. So happy to have this one. Okay, quick rearrange, but we're back. We have Dune Porom. If you've watched this channel, you know that I love, worship, and adore Dune, the original, for women. And I finally decided to pull the trigger pretty much blind on Dune Porom. This is a vintage bottle. This is, I think, a 35 ml, which is perfect. This scent is a fig, but it's really, really super layered. I'd say it's like a fig, floral, woody, tobacco. It's also semi-aquatic. It's a little bit sweet. It's a little bit like a fougere. It's got a lot going on, but it's absolutely wonderful. It's very pastel. It's very 90s. And I just love wearing it. It's a great office scent, and super happy to have it in my collection. Then another one from Heeley. This is Vetiver Veritas, which is like 90% pure, organic, Haitian vetiver, and it just smells like an ancient force of nature, and I love it. It is powdery, but also earthy, green. It can be a little bit challenging to wear it sometimes, but then at other times, it feels like the most comfortable, natural thing in the world to be wearing, and I just love it. And I waited way too long to get it in my collection, so very happy to have it. I also bought this at some point. I don't remember when. This is Bay Rum by Olympic Orchids. It is very nice. It's a little bit synthetic at times, but overall it's like a super duper spice bomb. It smells to me like Jamaica and, I don't know, Pirates of the Caribbean. It's rum and bay leaves and all kinds of spices, and it can be very refreshing, although I find I don't reach for it that often, but lovely nonetheless. Then I bought Jasmine des Anges by Dior. I bought a set of 3 15 mls because Dior freaking discontinued the 40 ml bottles, and I wasn't going to get a 125 ml bottle of anything because I will just never go through that. But Jasmine des Anges is an incredible, wonderful, fruity osmanthus, jasmine, sweet, and it's got this like tobacco base that I just find irresistible. It lasts forever. It sounds really feminine from the notes, but I find it to be honestly down the line 100% unisex, and I wore so much of it, and I just am so happy to have it. Okay, and finally the last one. This just came in yesterday. It was a blind buy. It's Musk by Etro, which is basically what it says on the tin. It is a white musk with some gaiac wood, some lily of the valley. I bought it because it's supposed to be very similar to Gaiac 10 by Labo, which is extraordinarily expensive and only available once a year. So this has kind of tied me over until I make a decision on that. It does kind of smell like Gaiac 10. It is very comforting. It's got a nice smoky Gaiac in there along with the white musk. And it's also very fresh in the opening, so a good grab and go option. Anyway, that is every single full bottle of perfume that I bought this year. I don't really know if I see any themes or not, but I have really enjoyed the ride, and I'm looking forward to seeing what I accumulate in 2024. I'd love to know what your favorite pickups were for 2023, and if you've smelled anything that I've picked up this year, or if you've picked up any of the same things. Let me know in the comments. Until then, Happy New Year, everyone.